everybody. My name is Travis Brandner, and I am here with the Z.G.s.
How's it going, Travis?
Thank you for being here, guys.
A pleasure.
Will you go through your band and introduce yourselves to the people who do not know who you are?
Sure.
I'm Louie. I'm the bass player.
I'm Ryan. I do vocals.
I'm Joey. I fake the guitar. I'm Jim. I got the drums.
So, the Z.G.s, you guys are a punk band from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah.
Are you cool with
correct.
that? Are you cool with that label?
Yeah, I don't want to get splicing into too many genres. I feel like that,
I wanted to be more smooth jazz, but
oh, well.
So you're cool with that label, okay? I don't know if that's kind of like sort of a box that some people don't want to be put in. Some people are happy in the box. What does the Z.G.s actually stand for? I don't know.
So, when we were trying to come up with band names, like, I feel like every band name that we came up with was either taken or everyone hated or like one person hated. We were almost Knuckle Puck, which would have been fucking awesome because, I mean, we'd already be famous. But Z.G.s is just an amalgam of our last names. These three guys are all related. Louie and Jim are brothers, and Joey is their cousin, and their dads are actually identical twins, so they might as well all be fucking brothers. So their last name is Grow, and my last name is Zente. So
Zente, that is a very cool last name. You
Yeah.
always got pick last.
Yeah, you got that right.
You guys are a Cincinnati punk band. Can you please tell me what the punk rock scene is like in Cincinnati right now?
That's a good question. There's quite a few punk bands. But
bands in the punk
Yeah.
scene.
Hold
on, okay. The punk scene is a lot of fun. Since we started playing music, I have met so many people that I'm happy to call friends, and I don't know. It's just been kind of the best 2 years of my life. Everybody's super accepting, super open. You can't really go wrong with it. You go out there, you make a friend every night, no matter what band you play with, and they bought me a lot of drinks, so it's been fun.
Yeah.
Your first album was released last year. It is self-titled, the Z.G.s. Can you please tell me a little bit about that album? Is there any like message that it was trying to put across? What does it sound like? How'd you guys write it? Can you just tell me about it, please?
Can't say we necessarily had like a specific message in mind for the album. There are definitely songs. I think a lot of the songs come back to the theme of just like being a hardworking band and starting off as hardworking people, because we all work in the construction industry. We all work hard and so play hard, and that's kind of reflected in a lot of our songs. Some of them are kind of personal. Some of them are just kind of screwing around writing songs, and that's what came out. So kind of runs the gamut in that aspect.
I don't know how big a trend this is, but especially in like the DIY community, whether that be like any type of DIY music, that's very special to punk, I think, the DIY community. But I feel like there's a lot of people that work with their hands and build stuff and know how to fix things. It's just a necessity when you're building your own basement venue or building your own tour van or whatever. I think that's maybe an understated value in a lot of the punk communities that we've met and been a part of.
Speaking on the Cincinnati DIY community just for a second, you probably know a lot about that. I'm a part of the Facebook group. They post all the time. There's lots of crazy, awesome things going on with that, with like the calendar and all the bands. Can you just speak about that whole community in that group and what you think about that?
I mean, personally, any effort to make a DIY community is awesome. And I know Robert's been super involved. He does so much work making the calendar every month, organizing protests to events that he feels passionate about and feel that the DIY community should participate in. So I think it's kind of cool to have a leader like that to really make things happen.
How have the shows been going lately? You guys just played one. How did that go? Crazy shit going on? Naked people? Animal sacrifice? What happened?
Armor was fully dressed at our last show. That was weird.
Our last show wasn't super crazy. It was our homecoming show. It was just good to have some of our friends out come and see us and welcome us back home. But on the tour, man, some of those shows are pretty crazy. There's so much going on in the scene. I feel like sometimes people don't get as much into it because everyone's a musician, so they're just sitting there listening to the music. I've noticed that a lot, but whenever we went on the road, like, man, almost every single show, people were just losing their minds, going crazy. It didn't matter if it was in a bar, if it was in a fucking basement, people were just going wild.
Anybody ever get hurt during your set? Did shit get like that hectic, or is it all kind of like the push, pull, get people up when they fall down?
Usually Logan from Lockjaw sprains his ankle at a Z.G.s show, or he goes through a wall at the Southgate house. So that's about the most common thing.
And you got... we were talking earlier. You guys have a message for all the members of Lockjaw and all Lockjaw fans right now, right? If you guys want to take a second.
Yeah. Fuck Lockjaw!
That was just Ryan. It is not actually Jimmy, Joey, or I. Jimmy, Joey, and I love Lockjaw.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to do work with Lockjaw. I think we're going to do an interview and a photo shoot, so I'm just going to kind of stay out of that one right now, but I take your word for it. You guys are cool. So just kind of like keep going through the interview. You talked on the Cincinnati DIY scene and stuff like that. Can you just say like what exactly it is you guys like about playing and living in Cincinnati really quick, just one more time?
So we got nominated for Cincinnati Entertainment Award last year, and we got to go out and kind of mingle with all the musicians, all the top musicians in Cincinnati. Well, all the musicians really, but there's so many amazing, talented people in this city. Like it's crazy. Like we have a music scene of a city 10 times our size. Like it's unbelievable. There's so many talented people to work with. There's so many venues that want to book shows. You know, it's just really a great place to be. You know, this is really one of the underrated musical capitals of the country, in my opinion.
So speaking on like Cincinnati really quick, will you guys please go down the line and just shout out all of your favorite Cincinnati musicians, who you listen to, who you think we should listen to, and just draw a little attention to them right now?
Well, definitely not Lockjaw. We're going to go see our buddies in Lipstick Fiction and Witches in Paris as soon as we leave here. Got so many good friends. Pretty much you could read the lineup at Iron Fest, and those are all our boys. 500 Miles to Memphis has been doing this a long time. We're playing our first show with them there. It's going to be really cool.
I want to say my favorite band in Cincinnati was the Dope Means, because that's going and seeing them play and seeing how much fun they had is what made me want to go play the guitar and play in a band. And then obviously Lockjaw, because we play with them all the time and I love them. And just there's so many of them. That's what's great about Cincinnati.
Personally, for me, at least one of the most inspiring bands, one of my favorite bands, is Tiger Sex. Kelly really has inspired me as a front man to kind of get out there and go crazy. So every time we get to see her play or play a show with her and the rest of her band, they're all fucking great. It's always a treat. Go-Go Buffalo is amazing. Oh my God. You can just sit there and just like weep at the guitar. It's fucking awesome. Rhythm and Booze, they're also really good. We got the opportunity to play with them not too long ago.
Yeah, pretty much what all they said. And then also I have to add in like Clan. Clan, they are a blast to play with. And then, you know, I have friends in other bands as well, like Car Bomb and their Accomplices. They're a new band that started because their bass player started coming out to shows and just loved the scene so much that he's like, I want to start a band. and he's his name's Mark, and he's just always fun to hang out with at shows. And yeah, he also plays in MCR&R, and it's just there's a lot of bands to list. I don't know how long you want this interview to go on, but
Thank you for all that information. I really enjoy listening to each different person's answers from you guys and all the bands I've worked with, because there's so many, and there's so many that everybody likes. So any final thoughts for the people of YouTube before we wrap this up?
Skyline Chili.
oh yeah, Skyline Chili. It's definitely better than Gold Star.
Skyline Chili. If you guys would like to listen to the Z.G.s, check out their Facebook page. It's linked to all of their music. You can stream it online. If you would like to see more interviews of mine and my photos, go to my website, www.travisbrandner.com, and see you guys later.
See you guys.